You're listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. Each week, your host, Polly Requa, interviews veterinarians and individuals in the pet industry from across the nation answering pet questions. Bark and Wag podcast is produced weekly for your enjoyment, and show notes can be found at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. That's BARKNWAG.com. Please remember to subscribe to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. Bark and Wag is dedicated to protecting our dogs through advocacy, education, and supporting like-minded dog lovers by selling custom pet products. Bark and Wag is excited to announce our new partnership with a Colorado hemp farm to produce a line of CBD products for your pets. Bark and Wag has CBD pet tincture available in 300, 750, 1200, and 2400 milligrams. Bark and Wag CBD is pet safe, no THC, it's made in the USA, and is CO2 extracted. Please check out Bark and Wag's website, barkandwag.com. That is BARK, to see our line of CBD and awesome merchandise. We love pooch ideas for podcasts and merchandise, so anytime send an email to Polly at barkandwag.com with your suggestions.
Welcome to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. I'm your host, Polly Requa. Today we're talking to Adina, a volunteer with Colorado Pug Rescue. Welcome. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Polly. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Well, we love pugs, and we wanted to hear more about Colorado Pug Rescue, and then also you have a big event coming up in September.
Yes, we do have a big event coming up, and I'd love to talk about pugs. As
you have to kind of laugh when you say that.
Oh yeah, though I was just gonna say, we're all pug crazy. So
yes,
a joke that I like to tell everybody is when you get involved with rescue, and probably pugs are even worse.
Yeah,
it's a little bit like the mafia. Once you get in, you can't really leave. So, no. Or like Lay's chips. Once you have one, you just can't eat just one. So
well, and my children laugh because my goal is to have some land somewhere in the mountains and have a Pug Sanctuary.
Oh, you have that goal as well?
Yes.
So do I. Log cabin, plenty of space, a safe area for the pugs to go potty, and then I've got my big dog for the protection of the pugs.
Yeah, and like 20 pugs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so funny.
Yeah, well, I've been volunteering with the rescue for over a decade. The Colorado Pug Rescue is a nonprofit 501c3 volunteer-based organization. To clarify any possible myths out there, we do not have a central location where you can go into a door and pick out a pug. That doesn't exist, but we still make it easy and accessible to adopt a pug from us. So volunteer-based organization means that's exactly what it sounds like, is everything is done by volunteers from their own home or location, including volunteering. Some of the volunteers will foster, some volunteers do pug transports or taxis, or I call them pug Ubers, or events, special events, etc. Let's see, the rescue itself has been around since mid-1990s, 1995 is when it started. And we basically rescue pugs and pug mixes. Rescue means we can get them from shelters. Owners can relinquish pug and pug mixes to us. We might find them as strays. And then with availability, sometimes we do get dogs transported out from other states who need the help. We do know there's a few couple southern states or southern to us anyway, that are not great with rescue. So sometimes we help in those areas also.
Yeah, that's like, I used to volunteer with Lab Rescue in Illinois, and there was not a central location.
Yeah.
I think LA and Houston and some of the larger cities have an actual, and Wyoming is actually building one.
Yes.
She's like building a Western Pug Rescue.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think it's pretty common.
Yeah, I think it is. I had to lead with that, though, because since I've volunteered for many years, a lot of the emails or contact us we get from Facebook or our website, everyone's like, where can I go to look at the pugs? And they think that we're at the mailing address. And
Yeah.
so I always lead with that because it's like, just to let you know, you can't come see us and look at all the pugs. We don't have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we volunteer from other areas. I actually did live in California about an hour from LA in 2018, and I tried to get down there to see them, but it never panned out.
Yeah, they have a lot. So I understand there's a big fundraiser coming up called Pugs in the Park. Can you tell us about it?
Absolutely. Pugs in the Park is the Colorado Pug Rescue's biggest fundraiser, and it is annual. Last year, 2020, we did kind of a virtual, and we didn't do it in person. So this year, we are just do it in person. And Pugs in the Park is a fundraiser for the Colorado Pug Rescue. That's how we get funds in to pay for vet bills and the care of our fosters and hospice dogs. If you haven't been, you have to go. There's nothing like seeing a park full of little fuzzy butt, curly tails, snorting and sneezing and just having a blast. It is phenomenal. It'll make anybody squeal. So at the event, it's September 19th at Central Park in Denver, formerly known as Stapleton. And that's a Sunday, and it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And people come to the event. They can bring their pug or pug mix or dog with them. It doesn't have to be a pug, but most people like to bring their pugs. And it's $10 per entry per dog that you have with you, and you get a free t-shirt as a human. If you show up without a dog, there's no entry fee. And you can always purchase a t-shirt for extra.
So what happens at Pugs in the Park?
Well, at Pugs in the Park, we have a lot of events. We've got a silent auction that runs throughout the event, 10 a.m. to 3, where bidders can put in their bids and walk away and come back and check 30 minutes before the event closes and make sure they win. We've got vendors who are set up shop to sell their items and or get people interested in services that are usually related to dogs and dog health and well care. We also have we have got games, and the all important, the best thing everybody knows about at the rescue is the costume contest. We have the most amazing and creative dog owner, pug owner costume contest. And it's not so much the winning for the prize. It's really winning for the title. Like who is going to be the winner of this coveted pug costume contest? So that's hilarious to watch. I can't tell you how many great costumes there are every year. Just things that it blows my mind how creative people are. We've got food there as well. We've got other games to participate in with you and your pugs. Just all sorts of things going on. We got an MC who tells you what's going on in different time schedules for different events, pug races, pug eating contests. Just a lot of fun.
And what are the times again? It's from 10 o'clock to 3?
Yes, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Central Park in Denver, formerly known as Stapleton to us Colorado residents.
And where can people find out more information on it?
Sure. So a lot of our information can be found on our website at copugrescue.org, as well as our Facebook site. It is Colorado Pug Rescue. And the event is posted there along with any updates and additions that might be coming, any surprises for the event on the 19th.
It sounds really fun. I can't wait to take photos at the Pug Costume event. What type of silent auction items do you get? Is it random or is it all dog related or?
It's kind of random, but the majority of it, I'd say 75 to 80% of it is dog related or dog related house items, tchotchkes or other kind of decorations. But we've also had trips. We've had one year my friend's parents donated their condo in Kona, Hawaii.
Cool.
So yeah, jewelry, dog stuff, services. So there's quite a mix.
Oh, that's awesome. So
yeah.
once again, can you just give the date, where to find more information? And I appreciate you being on the podcast.
Sure. Well, Polly, thanks again for having me. The event is September 19th. That is Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Central Park in Denver, formerly known as Stapleton. And we will have the Pug Rescue there. We will also have other rescues supporting us, being there as well. Vendors, food, games, a silent auction, tons of stuff, tons of fun. $10 at the door for event entries. If you have a dog, if you don't, the entry is free. But if you do have a dog and you pay that entry, you get a t-shirt for free for your human.
Oh, fun. Well, I can't wait to meet you and attend the event. So thank you very much for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Polly. I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our web address, www.barkandwag.com, to your friends and other pet owners. Have a pressing question for a veterinarian? Ask your question at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. This has been a KFR production. Join us next time for another edition of Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk.